Hi, I am here to do a book review, and it is for Don't Run by Miranda Steward. Now, Miranda is a member of my TikTok agency, actually, so I will tag her account below. Um, and yeah, you can buy this book anywhere where books are available. I don't know if I could say specific platforms that aren't TikTok, because this app gets mad, but if you know, you know. It's pretty obvious if you shop online. You know where you normally buy from, where most people buy from. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Um, if not, if you don't know, you can always DM her and ask her. But basically, it's called "Don't Run" by Miranda Stewart. I might have said that already. And she was nice enough to send me a copy for free and sign it for me. So thank you, Miranda. I really appreciate it. Um, and this book was really good. It's it's based on her life. Her life, like in and out of like kind of like juvenile detention centers or like those boarding schools they put like misbehaved kids in. Um, with like the foster system and stuff like that. I wasn't totally familiar with like the legal like technicalities of it all, but I think the closest thing that I could compare this to is what like Paris Hilton went through when she got sent to like random schools or wilderness camps for like misbehaving as a teenager. But obviously that's really different because she's a filthy rich heiress, and it doesn't seem like Miranda grew up that way from this book. So this book is about that. That's what the premise is, and it's about her um, working towards going home to her mother and her family and living her normal life and trying to live a normal life. And this book like had a lot of different like ups and downs. I liked that it seemed like there was like such a healthy mix of like very like traumatic and dark memories and also like light and happy memories. Like there was a lot in here that remind you like that she's just a normal preteen girl. I think she's about 11 or 12 years old when the book begins, and she's just going through not like there's normal things like boys and school and crushes and going to high school and stuff like that, and then there's all the other stuff I talked about. So check your trigger warnings, obviously, if that would bother you. There's also mentions of CSA in here, and kind of like allusions to it. I would say obviously not like full on depictions, but proceed at your own caution. Overall, I thought this book was really good, and I gave it I think a 4.75. And yeah, I really liked it. I really appreciate it. And she shouted out her family and her husband in the beginning, as well as there's an epilogue, and the book is called Don't Run because she's always telling herself or other people around her are telling her, don't run away from your problems, confront them the normal way and the healthy way, the right way. And yeah. So I would totally recommend this. Again, get this anywhere where you get books, whether you get like a physical or an e-reader. I don't believe there's an audiobook available of this because she is an indie author. She is not with a publisher necessarily. But that would be really cool if that was something she wanted to do in December. This also is the first in the surviving series that she wants to write. It really is just based off of her life and not necessarily really fictional. Like the way it's written is kind of like fictionalized because there's a lot of scenes and dialogue and whatnot, but there's nothing like made up. Like Miranda's a real person and she's the main character in this book. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really thought it was such a beautiful novel. It was such a beautiful story about heartbreak and trauma and family and growing up and like um and just that. I feel like it's such a privilege that she chose to be like so vulnerable and like share her story with all those people. I think that's really brave and like kind of underrated because I think a lot of times, I even notice this within myself, is like sometimes a lot of us, myself especially, I can't speak for everyone, I think everyone's different, but like, I know I hesitate to share things about myself if I think they're going to be like used against me because I have a lot of trauma from that. Like, anything I've ever opened up about is like, has been thrown back in my face, so. But that's a personal problem. um, but so I think it's really brave of her to be able to put this out. So I really appreciate it, and thank you again, Miranda, for the opportunity to read this book as well as sending me a signed copy. That was really sweet. And again, there it is. There's her signature. So yeah, I really recommend this, and I think you should check it out if it sounds like something that would interest you. Again, I think it's going to be a series, but so far only the first novel is out, so I don't know, maybe if enough of us read it and buy it, she'll put out the second one. I don't know, but that's just me theorizing. But yeah, thank you so much again, Miranda, and thank you all for listening to me. I hope you have a fantastic day, and happy holidays. Can you believe it's already December? Time flies, man. All right, thanks. Bye bye.